Okay. Let's get to it. Welcome back. Get it, BLP family. Light this bitch up. Let's get it.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
Let's go. Here we go.
Woo! You are really dumb. For real.
Keep playing it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome. What's up, that Lady J? What's going on? What's up, H Mob? How you doing? Boy, do we have a show. We have one hell of a lineup. Let's get it. And let's not waste any time. Nah, he said, did you buy this one? Yeah, we got this one, man. We're good with this one. They're not gonna take this one. We're all right. Welcome back. Make sure all is well on YouTube. Look at us. They got us up with no thumbnail. They got us up with no thumbnail. Okay. I'm glad I saw that. We're out here with no thumbnail. All right, we're here. Y'all know the rules. We're looking for a show sponsor. Everything above 20 qualifies to be a show sponsor. If we reach the targeted goal, guarantee show the following week. We didn't reach goal last week. It's a while for you guys saw me again. I got to get some good things done though. In the meantime, I got a lot done. We've been killing it in the short form content, no doubt. We've been straight up killing it with when it comes to the short form side of the game. Shouts out to all of the new subscribers that we brought in through the short form content. It's looking really good, but we got to start getting back out here in these live streets. There's a lot going on, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna address it head on. We're going to Make sure that we analyze these calls the way we always have. Make sure that on your way in the room that we keep the engagement above 50. Y'all know the rules. Same old. Keep the engagement above 50. That's what we're looking for. If we can keep the engagement above 50, we'll be good. Glad to be back. Much love for the very generous super chat starting off. Let's get it. Appreciate that. You're certainly the super chat sponsor. The Condemned Man says, welcome back, sir. Always good to see you. Good to see you too, man. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be valued. Glad to know that people are out there valuing the work. Let's get into it. We have an important conversation to discuss. There's been this interesting thing happening on social media, not just on YouTube, but in social media in general. You're seeing a lot of women asking for six figures. 100K has become the model for women overpricing themselves in the dating market. But when I tell you the feature presentation takes that to a whole new height, I'm not exaggerating. You definitely want to stick around for the feature presentation. We cover two different archetypes that I also believe are very important concerning Western women, but in particular Black women in the Western culture. We're going to get down to some things and get into some conversations that we don't normally get into. It's going to get good. There are two different calls that are very interesting before we get to the feature presentation. Try to keep it respectful in the comment section, the best that you can. But, these women are so out of line in most instances. It's hard for you guys to really be able to control your comments and so on and so forth. Just try to keep it respectful. And if you're going to, crack on the woman, think about the fact that we have guidelines and everything like that. Let's try not to get the channel in trouble, and let's try to start a new path of, analyzing these calls in the most respectful way we can, but also still staying humorous like we normally do. I'm not trying to change the culture of the show too much, but we must grow and evolve. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Much love to everybody who's been showing love. We already got some super chats. Let's get these out of the way before we start the first reaction. Demita Joe says, happy Sunday, Thon. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a good end of your week. What's up, Paul J? Let's get it. How you doing? Glad that you're here as well. Now, let's go ahead and get into the first archetype.
You ready?
Oh my God.
Now, I'm pretty sure some people have seen this. This might not be viral. This might not be necessarily a viral call by Kendra G, but I'm here for a very specific reason. A lot of our women have normalized the wrong norms. That's the theme of why we're here. A lot of our women are simply normalizing the wrong norms. We've heard so many other, we've seen so many other women, or our women have seen so many other women normalize things that shouldn't be normalized, that our women come onto these calls and speak in a way and speak with transparency in a way that they probably shouldn't. They should have more shame. There used to be a time where women in our community had shame. That time has far past us, and this is going to put that on full display. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys know the rules. Cash Apps stop the show automatically if you have a comment that you want to be expressed towards the guest, or if you want me to let off a specific sound on the soundboard, directed at the person that we're reacted to, anything like that, Cash Apps will for sure stop the show. And if we reach goal, you guys know that we'll bring another show in next week. So let's go ahead and support so that we can continue to do more of these shows. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's break down the first call. We're going to have a great show. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name is Jordan?
Yes, my name is Jordan.
And where are you calling me from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have one son.
How old's your son?
He's 3 months.
You looking for a man?
His dad has never been in the picture, so.
Y'all were never together?
We were together, but briefly.
When did y'all break up?
What is that? 4 months ago? But he was never a good guy, so.
Okay, so you're done with it now that you have the baby?
Yes.
Nothing makes a woman leave a man who ain't shit faster than a baby. But I think the question is, why do y'all not leave him before the baby? Because I know a lot of women who put up with a lot of stuff with men then they have a baby, and then they be done for real. Nothing makes a woman walk away from a man who they feel ain't shit than a baby. That the baby makes the woman leave. But we get confused because it's like, why did it take for the baby to make you leave?
I guess I probably would have stayed longer if I still had the self-esteem that I had when I met him.
Okay. I think also to add on to that is someone said it. They said a baby changes things, and a baby does. And I think that when you now have to care for a human being, and this person doesn't rise to the occasion, but they never rose to the occasion, so you can't really fault them. They were always themselves. But
Yeah.
it's something about now that you are a mother, you can't tolerate that no more. But the oxymoron is like, why didn't you have that energy before you had the baby? But we'll move forward.
You're right.
Like, and I say, listen, I have personal friends that I know that have gone through the same thing. I had a girlfriend many years ago who was dealing with a man for years who wasn't anything but dealing with him. Then she got pregnant, and as soon as she had the baby, she was done with him. And I was like, well, girl, it took the baby for you to see what everybody been trying to tell you, but I don't know. Let's keep going. All right. Jordan, now, what you gonna say to the man that's concerned you got a 3-month-old child, though?
Now, I want to give my piece on this. The question was, why don't women leave the man, or why don't they discover that the guy isn't shit before they have the baby? Well, the reason for that is because they think that the baby sometimes will make the guy stay. A lot of times women think that they're in these situations with these guys that they never have control in, and the baby is the only way that they've ever had control in the dynamic. So once they're giving a child, they use that as leverage, and then sometimes they realize that doesn't even really work, and then they're just left with a child in circumstances that are very serious. And again, it just shows a playful-like nature in the way women make decisions. And when having discussions about why there are so many single mother-led households, I'm tired of the conversation shifting to men so often and like, oh, men are just abandoning their children, and that men are fathers who wake up one day and they don't want to be fathers anymore. When the narrative couldn't be like that is such a false narrative. The truth is a lot of our women aren't even looking for fathers. They're looking for like a thrill and fun and a good time, good D, and they hope that that'll somehow translate into something meaningful in the back end, which that typically never happens. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
They ain't gotta worry about him until I know they're serious.
You said what, honey?
They don't have to worry about my baby until I know that the actual guy is serious.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep going. What do you do for a living, Jordan?
I'm a teacher.
Teacher. And how old are you?
28.
28. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
So we got Jordan, Nebraska, one son, that's 3 months. Never married, right?
Never married.
Never married. A teacher, 28, Gemini. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
One that is financially stable, of course, because I'm financially stable. That is independent as far as mindset. I'm not kind of playing off of their friends. And then a guy that is genuine, sweet, kind, smart, intelligent. One that has been to college.
One that has been to college. Okay. You started off with financially, you went there early. I usually get to that question down the road. How much money does he have to make?
Girl, did you get your car started yet?
I did. Thank you.
Good job.
What happened? What did they say? What did they ask you?
Oh, I had a situation with my vehicle, but it's fixed.
Oh, okay.
But financially, I want them to make at least 60 or more.
Okay. Did your child's father make 60?
What child's father?
The one that helped you make the 3-month-old baby.
He's not in the picture.
When he was in the picture, did he make 60K?
No, that's why he's no longer in the picture.
Okay. So just you want a man that makes more than the child's father that isn't in the picture.
Correct.
Gotcha.
More, either the same or more than me.
Same or more than you. What are your deal breakers?
No job.
No job. Okay.
No car.
No car.
Um, Not a place to live. Like no stable shelter.
Again, we're going back to the black women have normalized a lot of the wrong norms theory. Sometimes you can just hear it in what they're saying. A lot of times, of course, you see this more with our heavyset women. They've had to normalize so many things that are shady about men because they're dealing with the worst of the men in the dating market. That by the time they step up to these type of conversations, they're like, "All I need him to have is a car and like a place to stay." They sound like they just are looking for the most basic things because they haven't ever even been treated well by a guy of quality because they can't even get an opportunity with one because they won't even go to the gym or lose weight. Or you want to allow yourself to like lose weight after like you have a baby. You just had a baby 3 months ago and you're just out here trying to date guys. But okay, we're going to go ahead and get back into it. How you doing? What's up, Simply J? What's up, Divine Photos? I'm seeing some of my people coming in. RBM, let's get it. How y'all doing? Okay, let's get back into it.
And as well as has not been to, doesn't have a high school or college diploma or degree.
Does it have a high school or college diploma?
Yes, like they have to have that, in my opinion.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
No, I guess no dirty, nasty teeth, dirty nails.
Say again?
I said no nasty teeth, no dirty nails, but that's.
Oh, my bad, guys.
I guess. No, I don't have a preference for looks.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we got to that, 60K. Let's do the Kendra cam.
I gotta do the Kendra cam from you. That's when you show your body.
Oh,
you're not familiar with my show? Okay.
Yeah, I'm her friend. I told her to get on.
Okay, did you give her the rundown? Because you know they're going to talk about her.
I gave her the rundown. She said she was down, so
Okay.
you know I already know.
Okay. I always say this because you have to be a willing participant because no videos come down. And I tell people, if you have a friend or a family member that you want to come on the show, put them in a Kendra G binge class first.
Ladies, all you ladies out there who say that you want a man who is taller than you, a man who you can look up to, and short men have there's nothing that short men can do about that, and they have to eat that every single day. I want to let you women know something about men. We don't like women who are heavier than us. You understand? We don't like women who are heavier than us. We just the same way you don't like having to like look down at the guy you're dating, even though that's not really actually a problem. But it is a problem when you're so heavy that the guy you're dating can't carry you out of a burning building. Just saying. Let's get back into it.
The binge class is have them watch the lives, have them watch the comment section, and have them watch the videos because I always want people to know what they're getting into. So
I ain't do all that. My bad.
okay, but you here now, child.
Don Neo Peep says the gay bestie. The reason why I've always had an issue with black women and their gay best friends is because black women don't really respect gay men. I think that gay men should make their friendship a lot more expensive. Gay men really ride hard for black women to become the symbol for weakness and lesser masculinity every time a black woman is upset at a heterosexual man. I'm surprised that every time a gay man watches a black woman call a heterosexual man gay to make him feel less than a man, I am so confused to why gay men don't take that personal. And gay men are always running to the support of black women and always trying to make black women feel comfortable. Very interesting, isn't it? That black women have the support of gay black men, especially of feminine gay black men, with such fluidity. But it seems like gay men find themselves still struggling to find themselves actually gaining the respect of black women. Have you guys ever noticed that observation? I don't know. I have. Let's go ahead and get back into the show.
We have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Some paid questions. People are asking you questions.
Oh, sure.
Okay. So, Ion Simmons said, Deal breakers, the exact opposite of her baby daddy.
Correct. Correct.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
She said, and you are right. You are right. Okay. Divine Photo says, no well-thinking man is going to sign up for a woman who literally just gave birth. Out of curiosity, why wait to set those standards after the kid?
Well, they were already kind of set there. But at the time, if I can be honest, I was grieving. And so I kind of fell into the first person that allowed me to be myself in grief.
No, I mean, I got you. We literally just talked about this. And I realized that, I mean, you're not the only woman that's gone through this. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I wish women could get it before. But like I said, nothing makes a woman walk away from a man faster than a baby. It's like you tell.
Axel Foley says, gay men are the character. Oh my goodness, I've never been able to say this word. My worst nightmare has found me. They copy the character of black women. That's true, and black women know this, and they weaponize it if they ever get into a serious altercation with an effeminate gay man or a trans woman who they've befriended. They will say they are quick to tell you that you're not a woman, and they can't wait to throw it in your face that you're not a real woman and that you're actually not a woman and your pussy ain't the real thing. It's real. Black women are black women can be very loving, but it's like when you're on their bad side, all of a sudden you realize anything can happen. All right. Let's go ahead and get back into it, y'all. We got to get through this call.
So, and I don't know, maybe it's a maternal thing. You know, I would really like to hear from women about this. Like, why once you gave birth, you finally got the strength to leave that man alone.
And see, the thing is, I've been so it was my place. I've been told him to leave me alone. Go about your business. Like, I was pregnant. Go, leave me alone. Please.
Somebody said something about her nose. I like when girls like have babies and like their nose kind of gets big like that or whatever. But again, you're out here in the dating market. That'd be cute if you were like in the house with, you know, a guy who values you. But anywho, now moving on. This part of the show is called Stay Away from the Crazy. Stay away from them. These are the kind of women that I want all of my men out there who I really value to really, you know, stay away from. That's really all I got to say. I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to get into it. Cash App stopped the show. We're still looking for a show sponsor. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin the clip. This woman is nuts. We're going to talk about, there's a lot of things wrong with this call. I'm just going to let the call speak for itself. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
Yes, baby.
What's your name, baby?
My name is, my real name is Susan.
What do you want me to call you? I can call you by your name. Sugar, where you calling us from?
I'm in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
New Jersey. You have any kids?
Baby. I'm sorry, what did you say?
You have any kids?
I have two.
How old are you?
Two beautiful girls.
How old are your two girls?
Yes, two beautiful girls.
How old are your two girls?
7 and 11.
Okay, both by the same man?
No.
Have you ever been married?
No.
What do you do for a living, Sugar?
I do insurance.
Insurance. And how old are you?
I'm 34.
34. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Okay. So we got Sugar, New Jersey, insurance, mom of two kids by two men, 34 is an Aquarius.
Yeah.
What kind of man you looking for?
Just just a nice guy. Somebody that understands what life is supposed to be about, that understands what a partner is, that knows how to be a decent human being. And I don't mind people that are going through certain things, but I can help you through that. But
if you guys really look closely, crazy is in the eyes. You can see crazy. You just have to look really, really close. Yeah.
just, a good guy, like somebody decent,
Someone decent. Okay.
Yes.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is domestic violence. Somebody has any police history, and someone that doesn't like a woman with children.
Okay, she said nobody with a police history. That means she's dealt with some men who are crazy. And a lot of women try to say, oh, a man turned me crazy. Stop it. You were born crazy. Let's get back into it.
Okay. Police history, do you mean someone that's once been to jail?
Yeah, it's just I don't want somebody that deals with police on an often basis. I understand
Like
sometimes
me.
things happen, but things happen, but just don't make it a habit.
So make it a habit. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I like tall men.
Okay. You seem tall. How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay. Okay, so tall men. Anything else? Just tall?
5'8". I like good teeth.
Wait, real quick. Someone called you Lauren England. Like, there's
You
Lauren.
are really dumb. For real.
There's Lauren
I can't see the
London.
comments. All the comments for me are frozen, but it's fine.
Okay, that was
Simply J says, I don't like the eyelashes. Men, we don't really like the eyelashes either. We say it, we talk about it all the time, but we're not willing to have conversations with women who we're interested in about it because we don't want it to kill an opportunity to be able to hit it. That's the truth. And we feel it's the same thing with weave. Men would be a lot more vocal about weave if women didn't have that special superpower that they have to be really, really, really horny and then not be because a guy said the wrong thing. Guys, we don't have that. Once we get in our car and we go to your apartment, you got to really work hard to talk your way out of some D. To talk your way out of penis, you have to be a special kind of annoying, a special kind of crazy, a special kind of just agitating. You have to really be a repulsive human being, truly, for a man to just be for him to have already been set on hitting it that night and then for him to just make her Yui. I'm serious. And it's happened in my life. There have been some women I'm just like, you know what? You should just leave. You just made masturbating tonight sound a lot better. Just leave. I could have masturbated and not even had to talk to you to set all this up. Get out. All you men out there who haven't gotten comfortable kicking women out of your house, get comfortable. It's a part. It'll make you more attractive to them too. Tell them to get out. Reset them. It's like resetting them for the next day. Okay, I'm kicking you out. Even if you don't get rid of them, I'm kicking you out today, and then you come back tomorrow. We'll see if you can get with the culture. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Yeah, those lashes are wild, and you're just bringing more attention to the crazy eyes. Let's spin the clip.
Shouts to Lauren London. They called you Lauren England.
Beautiful girl.
Oh,
Beautiful
yeah.
gown.
Beautiful inside and out. I mean, she's amazing. But I just thought it was funny that they called you Lauren England. Okay. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
No.
You don't care about that? Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, so that's the body.
Let me see your full body.
All right.
Okay. All right, we see you, girl. All right. Okay. Y'all always gonna show that. Y'all be putting y'all butt in my face all the time. Okay.
Kendra now at this point is starting to fight back. Kendra at this point is she's not gonna have you guys just mooning her all show. Kendra doesn't want to see you guys' backside, and you guys aren't doing it for Kendra. You're doing it for the men out there, the potential prospects. But men don't want to date women who are too easy or too quick to oh, let me show them, let me show this ass, let me show them whatever. And you really have work to do. You have misplaced confidence. You're out of shape and you're sitting around with a 9 or a 10's confidence. So you really look ridiculous. You just don't know. You're the guy in the passenger seat of the dude who owns the Ferrari. You just don't know. Every time you go out with your pretty homegirls and whatever, you're the guy in the passenger seat of your best friend's ride trying to holler at me. All right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get back into it. This is so unbelievable.
Lauren England's like, Suge.
Lauren England.
Suge, what was your last relationship?
Oh, probably like 5 years ago.
Why do you think you've been single for so long?
You know, I went through a little. I feel like I do have. I do get angry a little bit. I'm dealing. You know, I turn up a little bit, and I've been taking myself back from doing that.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that anymore.
Now, one would ask, why would a black woman promote being crazy as something that she possibly would think is cute? Men, we partially are the blame for why black women are like starting to like come out into the dating market and they're like, oh, like I'm low key a little crazy. Like, cause guys, we're out here saying stupid stuff like, man, the best poon you ever had, it's gonna be with a crazy chick. And we say all this stuff and we don't think that it's gonna come back to bite us, but it does. It does. We need to stop. We need to stop like uplifting having a girl who's like kind of out of pocket. Like, oh yeah, like yeah, them crazy ones, that'd be the best. That'd be the best. Duh, 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 duh. We must stop.
What kind of angry were you getting? I'm confused.
I come to your crib like, yeah, I would.
I beg your
What's your last
pardon.
man's crib?
Well, my children's father. I think I get a pass there.
Oh, both of your children's dads.
Just one. One
you
in
get arrested?
particular.
You got
No, not arrested, but no. You know what? So I had broke his windows in his car, and the cops pulled up, and they told me that
I beg your pardon.
he had these calls before. That's how I found out he was dealing with other women, because the cops told me, and they were like, well, you're not the first woman that was here that did something to his car before. And I found
that
out
penis must have been magical. You know, you only break windows over magical penis. Okay, but real quick, why did you break the windows in the car?
because he didn't come outside.
Okay, were you mad at him before you were supposed to come outside?
I wasn't mad, so I showed up and I called him like, yeah, I left the bar. Like, I'm trying to come to my baby father, you know? I left the bar. We still dealing with each other a little bit, so I wanted.
Was somebody in the house? Was there a girl in the house?
I didn't know until I came there and the doors were locked.
And he wouldn't let you in. So your assumption is he got a woman in the house. And because of that, were y'all in a relationship?
We were in a half relationship.
So technically he wasn't exclusive to you.
Right.
Okay, so once you got there, you broke the windows of his car.
I gave him the money back though.
Oh, you paid for it?
Yeah, it was $250. Then the next day, I apologized for what I did. I gave him the money back and I moved on.
How tall was he?
Probably like 6'3".
6'3". That 6'3" penis had her breaking the car window, child. So where y'all at now? Y'all have a child together. Do y'all co-parent well?
No.
You don't co-parent well?
No.
Okay. He got a new woman?
I don't know. He blocked me on anything. We don't speak.
Well, you did break his windows.
I gave him the money back.
Girl, it ain't that simple. You was crazy.
No.
She's like, well, I gave him his money back, Kendra. Now, this is a little window into how crazy people think. They'll destroy your property, beat your mama up, drag your mama off the porch, key your car up, get you fired, and then after they get like a little bit of sleep, they'll wake up the next day thinking that everything's gonna be good, or because in their world, they're all right. Be careful out there, fellas. We're almost done.
But if I see, this is my thing. If I make a mistake and I fix it,
You still broke the windows of my car, you crazy girl.
I don't think so. For real, I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't agree.
think it's crazy to break somebody's car windows?
He broke my heart.
You broke your own heart. You just said he wasn't your man all the way. So you dealt with him knowing y'all weren't in an exclusive relationship. So you signed up and you were in agreement. You're a grown woman. You participated. So you got to take that responsibility. So now that you know,
Yes.
yeah. So
Yes.
as you and listen, the lesson to that is maybe only deal with men that you can have an exclusive relationship with because your
Right.
heart is attached.
Right.
But if you didn't say he cheated on you. You told me he was your child's father, but y'all weren't together, which means you knew.
You know what?
Amazement 717 says, okay, I'm confused. When they show off the backside, I mean, what type of man do they want to attract? What type of results do they expect? Exactly. And it goes back to what the great late Kevin Samuels would say about black women putting out the wrong billboard. They're marketing for a guy who's in the street, but when he comes, they want him to be educated. They want him to be in the church. They want him to be ready to start a family. And these two guys have never taken the same path in life. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate your support. Super chat is holding it down tonight. We haven't got one cash app, but the super chat people are holding it down. Let's read some comments. Kevin Samuels, you can't make this up. Quentin Moore says, KS. Let's get it. No matter what, if you paid him, you still are crazy. Rome King says, what's up? How you doing? Adam Real says, low value. What's up, Don? What's up, DC? How you doing, man? Peter Rose. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
I agree with you. No, you're absolutely right. I just, sometimes you go through things and you got to take yourself back to a level of really understanding what you did and what you didn't do. That's why I gave him the money back, because I realized my wrongdoings, and I'm not that out there, but
Okay, so now moving forward, do you think you have your temper under control?
Absolutely.
So you won't break nobody else's windows?
I would never.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I don't believe it because I can tell she's still she's still a little bit proud of it. I can tell.
Push the request when you buy.
Now, and moving on. And moving on. Feature presentation time. Time to get into it. Feature presentation. When talking about the delusion of the week, possibly the delusion of the month, maybe even year. Anytime we have women who are in the back of the dating market demanding the best men in the dating market, it's always going to be entertaining. It's always going to be interesting. It always gets a little bit touchy, but we're here to handle the hard stuff. This is the grown people table here. This is the big people table here. So it's time to get into it. It's time to break it down. We got overweight women out here looking over men who they should be really dying to be in the company of, and really she doesn't even qualify for the men she's overlooked. I mean, the men who she's overlooked, they deserve a woman who's fit. But we're going to break it down for exactly what it is. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin the clip.
To go in the damn shower. Not I saved her. Okay? But don't set yourself up. Y'all know I don't call nobody. You have to push the request to be here. So I highly suggest that you don't do stuff like that. Now, back to you. What's your name, honey?
Shania.
Shania, where you calling us from?
Long Island, New York.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Okay, Long Island, New York. How old are you?
29.
29. What you do for a living?
I'm a database specialist.
Database specialist. Do you have any kids?
1. Yeah.
How old is your child?
12.
Well, have you ever been married?
No.
No. And what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
So we got Shania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shania, Long Island, New York, 29, Scorpio, works as a database specialist. One child that's 12, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Someone honest. Someone that's
Okay. Adam Hardrick. He stopped the show with the first Cash App of the show. Much love to Adam Hardrick. He was the first person who donated into the Cash App towards the next week's show. Let's get it. Much love to him. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
has good integrity, caring. Yeah, those are the major things.
Okay.
Honesty and
What
caring.
did I'm sorry, I cut you off. What did you say?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I cut you off at the end. What was the last thing you said?
Someone that's honest, caring, and someone that's has good integrity. Yeah.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Bad
Okay,
breath.
they said stop moving the phone. Can you put the phone down? I guess it's shaking.
Okay. How's that?
Okay, I think this is better.
Okay.
So what are your deal breakers?
Someone that has bad breath, liars, cheaters, and no job.
No job. Okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
Let me stop because I get touchy when big women make hygienic requests. A lot of people wouldn't expect me to give her the AK right there, but like a lot of times, like heavy set women, and again, a lot of times heavy set women, when y'all smell, it's different than when like people who don't have folds and rolls and whatever. It's completely different. It's completely different. And again, anytime a person who hasn't done the work to put themselves in the best position to be physical and whatever, and I'm not saying that all heavy set people stink, because a lot of there are heavy set people out there who smell good all the time. But generally speaking, physically, you have such a poor offering to hand over. It's just all of your requests now that have anything to do with the physical now seem vain. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
No, I'm not particularly worried about how he looks, just more of how he is, his mannerisms, and his character.
Okay. You're not worried about his looks, but how he is, his mannerism, and his character. Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes. Probably close to what I make. So let's give it like the 80 to 100K range or more.
Okay.
You are really dumb. For real.
My dog die alone.
Yeah, ma'am. It's simply not gonna happen. And you're using the same modern women lingo that Kevin Samuels put on notice 4 years ago, and it's still true today. Just because you earn 100K doesn't mean that you can demand that in the dating market. I like to go a little bit deeper and get a little bit more intricate. Your personal value might be 100K because what you can personally earn alone. That's your value alone by yourself. That's what you can earn. That's as good as it gets, just you by yourself. But when it comes to your dating market value, that's based on things that have nothing to do with what you earn. So let's talk about how you get currency where it matters in the dating market value. Your fitness, how friendly you are, how cooperative you are with the next person, your ability to be able to cook, your examples of other women who have been in marriage positions and have been married. That's where your currency is in the dating market. Not your education, not your money. It doesn't even matter how bad it's getting, how bad this economy is getting. It doesn't matter. It'll never change. Not greater than DeJesus says, late to this BLP party. Here's my late fee. Much love. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I love the smaller donations. If everybody donated $1, the show would be nuts. Like we'd be here every day. Y'all would force me to be here every day if everybody donated $1 to the show. I would have to pull up every day because the money would be too good. The money would be too good. If somebody says 100K in food stamps, she means. Ron says the monetary value does not cross into your value as a woman. I agree. I agree. Like how Rick Ross thought like pears was the. There I go. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into the call.
Is 80 the lowest? 80K is the lowest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if he made 65, don't reach out to you.
No, don't.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
She said, don't. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I think I have a track might be better for that.
Woo. Did we get frozen?
Arthur Satcher just came in with the $25 Cash App donation. Let's get it. Appreciate you, brother. You're the show sponsor currently at the moment. We appreciate you, Arthur. Keeping us going. Keeping us going, Arthur. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Did we get frozen? Hello? Hello?
Hold on. Oh,
All right, we got to see your legs.
yeah. I'm gonna lower it.
Okay. Okay. Do you, let me see you, girl. Do you want him to be in Long Island?
I would say New York.
In New York?
Definitely.
Long Island. Let's go back. We have to stop because this is what the men are paying for.
December.
Where's she at? Where's she stand up at? Here we go.
Okay.
Yep. I probably if I could guess, probably close to 300 pounds. Pretty heavy. Most men at your height, you're heavier than. Same spiel. Let's talk about where your dating market value actually is, because you're demanding for a 100K guy in dating market value. So, but let's talk about where your dating market translates into dating market currency. Because personally, you might make 100K. Translate that over into the dating market language, and now you're worth. I would personally say you're worth a man making, let's say $20,000 a year. And the reason why let me tell you why I paired you up with somebody who's fucked up. It's because you're fucked up. Like, y'all both got work to do. Like, what makes you think you get to be with a guy who's got his shit together and you don't have your shit together? Oh, you thought having 100K means you have your shit together. I'm here to tell you, and every other man in the dating market is here to tell you, you are wrong, man. You're wrong. Somebody says more like 10K. Yeah, I felt generous when I said that. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Okay. Let me see you, girl. Do you want him to be in Long Island?
I would say New York.
In New York?
Definitely New York.
Okay, in New York. When was your last relationship?
December of last year.
For last year. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
The beginning of this year, about February.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I saw it in the comments. I have like a very serious face, but I'm fun. And I'm emotional, and I'm also a workaholic.
Okay. And
Yeah.
You're a workaholic, so you're heavy, and then I gotta wait all day to wait for my fat woman. Like, what?
My dog died alone.
You're a workaholic. You're a workaholic. Okay. You're putting work in the wrong places. You need to be in the gym. Like, why aren't you in the gym? Like, why aren't you women like understanding that like your men are worth more? Like, get in the gym. You want a guy of like a lot with a lot of value. When it comes to what men want in the dating market, and we don't want your money. When it comes to what men want in the dating market, you're in the back. You're in last place. You're thinking about that the least. Doesn't matter how much money you make. Doesn't matter how many 100K a year men you're around. It does not matter. They'll never see you. They're going to look right through you while you're looking like the way you're looking. And then the moment that you go in the gym, do the work, lose the weight, you're going to find yourself visible to men you weren't visible to prior. And it's going to all be so clear. But you don't want to do the work. You thought that you could just earn your way into the dating market like a man. The truth is men can. You're not a man, though. You can't do what a man does. A man can come back at 50, and if he makes 100K a year, all you broads want to date him. That's not his fault that the rules lean, that's one double standard that leans to his side amongst a trillion that lean to yours. Much love to Tony Dawson. He stopped the show. Says, welcome back, black man. I'm glad to be back. I appreciate your support to the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
They told me to bring this question back. I'm going to try to fit it in. Why do you think you're single?
Actually, that's funny. I chose to be single. Since my last relationship, I decided to stay single until I turned 30.
Stop the cap.
My dog die alone.
Even men don't necessarily see being single as an ideal existence. Even if we're crushing booty all day long, we don't see being single for our entire existence as a favorite, as a desirable thing. Even if we get to a very important goal from sacrificing it, we still don't see it as the best possible thing we could do. Look at men like Shaquille O'Neal and men like Skip Bayless and guys who just really throughout the years chose themselves and what they look like and their happiness levels, regardless of what they have. I don't know. It worries me that so many women, so many modern women have bought into this feminist lie that they can buy themselves into a new life, into a new existence as a woman. Not just a better life, like which means you can travel more, you can do more, and then being okay with that. You think that brings a different kind of man into your life, and that was the lie. That was a lie. So many women bought it. It's a lie. It wasn't true. You just cash it to the bank as true, but that doesn't mean it's true. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
So I turned 30 in November. I'm always watching your show, so I was like, I'll just request to join. I didn't think that you would accept it. But yeah, I'm choosing to be single.
Oh, you choosing to be single. So you have the options that you desire.
I don't have the options that I desire. Just options that are not what I want.
Well, then that's okay. So are you choosing to be single if you don't have the options that you want?
You can choose not to be single and settle. And so I don't want to do that.
Okay, that's why I want.
Now, that's like a man going out in the dating market who has a fat woman speaking like this saying, oh, I'm choosing to be single. That's the same as like a guy who is broke as hell and, you know, he's not endowed at all. He's not well endowed. He working with 4 inches and under. He got DUI, felony. But he's like, man, the reason why I ain't dating Beyonce is because I don't want to. The reason why I don't got Holly Berry is because she ain't seen me yet. I wonder what women would say to that guy. I wonder how people would respond to a man with that kind of bravado in those same circumstances. Let's get back into it.
To break down more. So basically you have options, but they don't meet the requirements you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any suitors that meet the requirements that you have that are trying to date you?
No.
No. Okay. Let me just ask this hypothetical question. And this isn't about settling. I'm just trying to understand. I'll just use the money equation. Let's say there isn't a man who makes the salary amount you desire that tries to pursue you? Will you never date a man again?
I think hypothetically, no, I would date again if that's all that's out there. Yeah.
If that's all that's out there. Oh, oh, well, thank you for doing all those other men a favor for becoming available, for making your fat body available to them, because the 100K guy here, they're not doing what you say. So you're like, well, I guess if that's all that's left, those $60,000 a year men who go to the gym, and I bet you want men who are fit. I bet you don't want the equivalent of you in weight. I bet you wouldn't be okay with with a guy who hasn't seen his Johnson in a while. I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't. But I bet you want a guy who's got pectorals and all this other stuff. I bet you do. You do. But you don't want to go into the gym and get the work done so that you can have that, so you can give that to another man. You can give something tight and something nice to hold on to a man. And you haven't even thought about it, I can tell. You thought that when you got to 100K, you didn't have to do any of the other work. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I really can. Arthur's going crazy. He refuses to give y'all that sponsor spot. He just dropped 75 more. Man, let's go, Arthur. Let's get it, Arthur. Arthur want a show next week. Arthur said, if y'all want a show, this is what we gotta do. Man, I appreciate you, Arthur. Thank you for supporting the show. Somebody said, head taking up 75% of the screen. Jeez. I'm trying to keep the channel wholesome, but I mean, the people are speaking. The people have opinions. Men have to sit up and be told that they're short when they can't do anything about it, and they're often dismissed in very disgusting ways. They have to just eat that. And guys are starting to get vocal. We don't want heavy women. We don't want women who are heavier than us a lot of times. There are some guys out there who are okay with bigger women. We're not talking about those guys. Generally speaking, men like women who are fit. And this should not even be eluding any women in society. What has happened to where the main thing that guys truly care about when picking a woman, women don't even think that it matters? I'll tell you, it's got to be propaganda. It has to be the TV, radio, all this stuff, all these lies everywhere. Let's get back into the clip.
But to you, if you date a man that makes less than 80K, that would be settling.
Not just the money. So in all aspects of it, it would be settling. Yeah. Okay. And right now, I just have a lot of goals. Like I do, my own business on the side. I have a job. I want to buy a house. And I've always dated guys that make, less than what I make. And it just hasn't worked out. So that's the reason for that.
That's the reason for that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot this question. Do you want, you already have children. Could the guy have kids?
Yeah, I would actually prefer someone with kids.
Do you want more children?
Possibly.
Okay. Should he be in Long Island?
New York area.
Yeah.
Anywhere from
I remember that. Okay, last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm very caring. I'm loving. I put in my best efforts for anything that I'm doing. If it's a relationship,
if that is true, if you put in your best efforts with everything you do, sweetheart, what I need you to do is put your best efforts in going to the gym. It seems like you've worked hard everywhere else, but where it truly matters to men. And that's not a good thing, because you're not out here you're not earning men with your accomplishments. That's the way men attract women. You're earning men with something else. And that something else is something you've avoided. And it's very important. It's very important. I'm the prize XY says a woman can literally convince herself a man is short because she wears heels. I know we've been covering it all week. Isn't that insane that we have a whole group of women who are disregarding men who are willing to take care of them or help supplement their life for their whole entire life, and they're willing to pass up on him because of how he stacks up next to her while she's wearing a specific kind of shoe. This shit's this shit's insane. We got big girls saying that they don't want fat men. It's like women can just say whatever they want. Let's get back into it. Let's spin the clip.
And yeah, I love to
You
love.
love to love. All right, let's
Yeah.
get into it. Shania, Long Island. What's the age range you would date? You're 29.
I don't want to date anyone younger. So 30 to like 42.
30 to 42. Okay. So Shania, Long Island, 29, Scorpio, works as a database specialist, mom to a 12-year-old. She'll date 30 to 42. Desired salary is 80K and higher. All right, Shania, are you on the, am I saying it right, Shania?
Yeah.
Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No.
Okay, you got to download the dating app. Do you have an
Okay.
iPhone or an Android?
Both.
Both. Okay. Well, if you use your Android, go to the Google Play Store. If you use your iPhone, go to the App Store and type in Kendra G Singles. Download the dating app. Set up your profile. People can search you by name. So how do you spell Shania?
SHANIA.
SHANIA. Create your profile. Let's see if Mr. 80K and above and all the other characteristics will reach out to you.
Thank you, Kendra. Have a good day.
Bye, baby. Kendra.
All right. I have no clue why my camera is not like coming into focus. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. My bad, guys. Lost my camera. But yeah, definitely absurd. Ma'am, you can't ask for that amount of money when you're that heavy. And again, there are a lot of women who aren't even that heavy who can't ask for that amount of money. So you have to keep that in consideration. Keep it in consideration all the women who actually are fit and took care of the most important part, and they still don't qualify at like beauty or whatever the other, whatever the other semantics are that move women from being able to date these kind of men. You haven't really thought it through. The biggest mistake you've made is a mistake that a lot of modern women make. They inflate their personal value with their dating market value. And I'm proud of you for being able to get to a place where you earn 100K. I am. That's not easy to do if you're a man or a woman. But that doesn't mean that you automatically get to date a man who earns 100K. That is not the way it goes. You have the game all twisted and messed up. Much love to Arthur Satchel. He's the reason why we're going to have to do another show this week. I appreciate you. I'm glad to be able to do another show this week. That means we're back rolling. Let's get back into it. I'm glad to cover these shows. There's a lot of stuff happening. We're going to actually do our first full balloon pot reaction show. Those are really hot right now and that'll be a good way for us to bring some different audience members into our platform, people who are looking for some different things, not just Kendra G reactions and the stuff that we typically do. We have to expand so we can grow the channel. We are over 50K subscribers. That's a big thing. We're on our way to 100K. The only way we're going to get there is unless we evolve and continue to do different things and react to different things. So, yeah, good show. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who supported and donated, everybody who supported in the super chat as well. We appreciate our super chat sponsor, The Condemned Man. Yeah, we appreciate all of you guys who supported. I want to make sure I don't miss any super chats. on my way out. I really appreciate you guys coming through and rocking with me. Yeah, great show. Appreciate you guys for coming through and pulling up. We're going to do this again in 5 days. Somebody says, Don, you got to make your show longer. We'll see. I think about it all the time. Truth is right at the pivotal time where we were going to make the show longer, our channel went under attack. We lost monetization for some crazy random reason. We ended up getting our monetization back here recent, and that's a good thing. And we lost a lot of our donors to other platforms. People like Theo Coop, who I actually really love and I'm a supporter of. I'm not mad at him. I'm not jealous of him or anything like that. I'm really proud of him. He's come a long way. I've watched him climb as a new content creator. This stuff is not easy. But a lot of our donors did go over there. And when this stopped being like profitable to be able to do on a frequent basis, I couldn't do it because this is a business model more than it's just about entertaining you guys and so on and so forth. It's a business model, and certain marks have to be hit. And if they're not hit, I have to find other ways to get the channel out there. So it is what it is. I appreciate you guys. I still appreciate the people who continue to rock with me no matter what, through the hard times, through the changes, through all the stuff we've had to deal with. We've dealt with 2 separate bannings, and we've somehow found ourselves back with the YouTube's partnership program. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do it right so that we don't end up in that same predicament again. I'm trying to hire people in to come help me edit these videos and help me make these thumbnails because I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. I do not think that there is a YouTuber on this platform more burnt out than me. Even though I know that's an exaggeration, there certainly is. But that's just how it feels because I've done too much with not enough help. That's my problem. I did a lot of this to myself. A lot of it has been burnout from just overworking in those first couple of years. And I'm really starting to learn about burnout because I'm experiencing it. So that's how it works. But again, now that we've gotten back into a rhythm and we're starting to find new donors, it's starting to be more profitable and more exciting to come back and do the shows. So I appreciate you guys for supporting and continuing to support. No pressure, though. I know that times are hard. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue to support something that we want to continue to see happen if you want to continue to see it happen. So much love, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.